Good morning. Hi. This is story time for Growing Beans with Miss Allison. That's me. And I'm at the Pinson Public Library. I'm so glad to be back with you this week. I know it's been hard not being able to see each other, but we're going to continue to do these virtual story times and we're going to have lots of fun. I'm very excited to be back again with you this week, and I hope that everyone's doing okay. I have certainly missed you all. So we're going to do a bunch of story times online together like we've been doing. We're going to keep doing that so that everyone can keep staying safe, okay? And so we have a bunch of cool themes coming up. Our theme for this week is cats. So do you know anybody who has a cat? Do you know any cats? Do you maybe have a cat that lives at your house as your pet? Or someone in your family, or maybe a neighbor or a friend has a cat? I have a cat. I have 4 kitties who live at my house. And then I also have, I know, Socks, who lives at our library. So if you have been to our library, you have probably met Socks the library cat. So I hope you all remember him when you're thinking about all the cats that you know. So this theme seems appropriate for our library since we're the cat library, right? Make sure you stick around for this full video and you might be able to see Socks. So that's pretty exciting. So like I said, our theme for today is cats, and we are going to read a book together, and we're going to do a little activity together, and we're going to have lots of fun. All right, are you ready? I know I'm ready. So let's get started. Our book today is called Cat Knit, and it is written and illustrated by Jacob Grant. Cat and girl had always been good friends. One day, girl brought home a colorful new guest. His name was Yarn. See the ball of yarn? Makes Cat very curious, doesn't it? Cat was fascinated by yarn. He'd never had a friend who was so bright and rolly. Because the yarn's like a big ball, right? Cats love yarn. The two of them were inseparable. They hid in bags together. They played tic-tac-toe together. They even built a snowman together. They went sledding and they read together. Cat and Yarn do everything together. But Girl also wanted to play with Yarn. So we know how Cat plays with yarn. How do you think Girl will play with yarn? Any ideas? Let's find out. Cat waited and waited. He wasn't sure what Girl was up to, but he didn't like it. Can you see, what is Girl up to? What is she doing with yarn? She's knitting, right? She has her knitting needles and she's turning the yarn into something. She's knitting something new with the yarn. Let's find out what it is. When Yarn returned to Cat, he wasn't his usual bouncy self. Does Yarn look different? Yeah, what's different about Yarn? It's not a ball anymore. It's looks like a shirt, right? A sweater. It has changed shape completely. Cat's friend had definitely changed. On goes the sweater. Do you know any cats who like to wear sweaters? Socks actually doesn't really mind wearing clothes. Sometimes Socks will wear clothes. But most cats don't really like to wear sweaters. And Cat did not like this new yarn one bit. He was itchy and stuffy and no fun at all. So very different from when Yarn was a ball, right? But I think Cat looks pretty stylish. I think that's a good look for Cat. Cat was so mad, he hardly noticed the cold snow. Why would he not notice how cold the snow is? Maybe he's nice and warm and toasty in his new sweater. He had to get away from this new yarn. So he scratched and he pulled and he tugged and finally, bloop, off comes the sweater. But soon, Cat realized just how cold it really was. Warming up to something new takes time. Change is hard sometimes. We've definitely learned that this year, huh? Yarn may have changed, but they would always be friends. Now they're a different kind of inseparable, right? They're doing different things together, but it's okay. They both like it, right? Then one day, Girl brought home a group of colorful guests. More yarn. In different colors too. There's some red and some orange and some yellow, or another shade of orange. More yarn. More yarn for Cat. What is Cat? Cat not only has a sweater now, but also has what? A hat or a toboggan and some little mittens or gloves, all knitted up out of yarn. The end. All right, so when Girl first brought yarn to Cat, what were some of the things they liked to do together? Do you remember? They would read together, and they would hide in bags, and they would play tic-tac-toe. All kinds of fun things together, right? What did Girl do with yarn to change it? How did yarn change? She knitted, right? She knitted yarn into a sweater. And the sweater was for who? For Cat. Was Cat happy or mad about that at first? Mad, right? Can you show me your mad face? But then Cat learns that it's okay. Yarn is still there, and yarn is still Cat's friend. And so they made it work and even added some more friends, right? With the new yarn. Great. All right, so next we're gonna do an activity together. So I have my file folder here, and we're gonna tell a story, and we're gonna go through some colors. Can you help me with the colors? Yes, I knew you would. So I'm gonna tell you this story about Scat the cat. Once there was a little black cat. He was a magic cat because he could change his colors just like that. All he had to say was, I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that. Pretty cool, huh? So one day, here is Scat. He is a beautiful black cat, but he decided, you know what? I'm kind of tired of being a black cat. So he said, I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that. And Scat turned what color? Blue! He turned blue. So Scat went to the pond and he wanted to look at his reflection in the water. But when he looked down, all he saw was blue. He was blue, the water was blue. He couldn't even see himself. So he didn't like that. He decided he didn't want to be blue anymore. So he said, I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that. So he turned, what color? Red, right? He turned red. He walked down the street, but then he heard the other cats start to laugh. They said, "Who ever heard of a red cat?" And that didn't make Scat feel very good. So he decided he didn't want to be red anymore. So he said, "I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that." He didn't want to be red anymore, so he turned yellow. He's yellow now. He went for a walk in the woods and he ran into a lion. The lion said, "Urgh, I'm the only cat who can be yellow. Roar." Ooh, Scat was pretty scared of that lion, so he decided he didn't want to be yellow anymore since the lion is the only yellow cat. So what does Scat say? "I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that." So no longer yellow, now he's what color? Green, right? He's green now. He's green and he went to play with his friends in the grass, but he was so green and the grass was so tall that his friends couldn't even find him, so they couldn't even play together. That doesn't work. He matches the grass. He can't be green. So he decided to say what? "I'm Scat the cat, I'm sassy and fat, and I can change my colors just like that." And he turned. He's black again, just like he was in the original color, right? When we first got started, he didn't want to be blue or red or yellow or green. And so now he's black again. And he knew that being himself was the best thing he could do. Just like I know that you being yourself is the best thing that you can do. Because you know what? I like you. I like you just the way you are. Just like I like Scat just the way he is. All right, good job, Scat the cat. That's a pretty magical cat, right? That would be pretty cool to be able to change colors. That would be lots of fun. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's good to be back with you. You can look forward to more weekly story times online together. At the end of this video, there is a link to our website where there are some more activities that you can do at home. This week I have, and in future weeks, I'm gonna have some books behind me that also go with the theme that we're talking about. I will have links where you can request those books for pickup during our curbside service. Those are available for you to check out, just as all of our collection and all of the Jefferson County Library collection is available for you to check out via curbside service. Again, you can visit our website for more info about that, or you can always give us a call. We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching today. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye, everybody.